Dom de Marco, Dom de Marco.
All right, the first episode, volume, live stream, market observation, first whatever it is of 2022. Peace and love, everyone. Happy New Year. Happy 2022. It's going to be a great year. Or let me rephrase. It's going to be another great year. So this is live market observation episode or volume 52. First one for the year 2022. We got some really exciting things lined up this year. I'm starting a new format for the live training. Normally what you guys receive each month is the updated password for the room and free conference call, but I'm not going to be using free conference call anymore. What I'll be doing is when I do a live training, there will be a private link to a live room. It'll kind of be similar to what you guys are seeing here, but it won't be available to everyone. It'll just be private for those who are actually in training. So you can only access it if you're in the TA basic training, which is the $35 per month training. So we have a new format for that. I think that it'll be easier because now I'll post one time in the group chat and everyone can see and have access to the link all at once. There's nothing complicated about accessing the training and trying to figure out, how to put the password in or any of that. It'll be very simple. And it will be exclusive and it will be private for those who are in training in TA. So I have that. I also have been working on another project. I had mentioned this not too long ago, maybe 3 or 4 volumes ago, either on live market observation or on Coffee and Charts, one or the other. But I have a project that I will start releasing videos for soon. Not sure exactly when, but that project is actually going to be geared more so for people who are not training with TA. I've done a lot of thinking and a lot of planning around introducing market skill and understanding to people who are not already in training and who already don't have an understanding of what it is that we do. It's going to be something that I'm going to make available for those people. Put it like this, there's an entire group of people that are used to signals. They use signals and they're used to either some type of signal service or something where someone is giving them instructions on what to do and how to enter trades. So I'm doing something similar to that. It's not going to just be that though. So sticking to what it is that I always have done. It's going to be training, but it will be something in addition to that for people that are used to the format where they want someone to tell them when they should be entering and, you know, is this how I should enter? Should I be entering here? Things of that nature. There's an entire group of people like that. And what my intention is to bring people into more awareness of market skill, because the bottom line is this: regardless of what you do, I don't care what you do. Like, you can be using a signal service now. You can be using strategies now. You can buy signal services, strategies, indicators, whatever it is that you use right now. The problem that you're having is that you're losing, but you don't know why. That's the one thing that everyone in this group has in common. The group that I'm making reference to. And I know that this group exists because these people message me all the time. Oh, Mark, do you have, private one-on-one training? Do you have private one-on-one sessions? Do you have some type of a trade room? These are the people that are just used to learning a certain way. And I want to make something available for them. Now, mind you, regardless of how you learn and regardless of what you think that you're doing, the bottom line is that you have to do what? You got to understand the market. See, even if you're getting signals, you need to know why. If someone's telling you, enter here, this is good, you should be asking why. Not just, oh, let me take it because he's clicking in. It's time to take this because he's clicking in. That's fine. But you cannot base your career and your future off of just doing that and not understanding why. And this is why I know that this will be something very valuable and powerful for people that learn that way. See, you're used to the signal format. I get it. But you cannot build your career off signals. So the signal is no good to you if you don't understand why. And sticking to what TA does, that's what you'll learn. You're going to learn why. You're going to learn why. Mirror trading. I'm not sure what that means exactly. I've heard the terminology before. I can imagine what it means, but I'm not sure exactly what that means. Shadowing, I guess, is similar to like trade copying, if that's what you mean. I'm asking. I'm not saying it. I'm actually asking if that's what you're referring to. So yeah, there's an entire group of people that I realize are out there that will never be able to conform to the way that we do what we do on TA, just like that. For example, give you a good example. Right now, in the basic training, the same training, the one for $35 a month, right? I teach people how to interpret market behavior, not only in a slow horizontal market, but also in a faster vertical market. Before I did that, people used to always ask me, well, Mark, are you ever going to teach how to trade in speed? I taught you how to trade in speed. That's what I teach. but it's not what you think. You limit your understanding to fast and slow. You limit your understanding to faster pace versus the market being in consolidation. I'm just going off of how people understand things. And I'm regurgitating the words that people use when they message me. Well, Mark, I know that you like to trade in consolidation and you like to wait until the end of the last minute. Well, that's not all we do, but that's how you think that we do, you see? So I'm using your own limited way of understanding and seeing things, and I break it down so that you can understand it from your own perspective. For example, when I begin to cover momentum and vertical, everyone that used to ask about, am I going to teach how to trade in speed, now could see that I'm teaching you how to do that. But guess what happened? You still realize that it's not as simple as you thought it was. So what happens is you still actually have to learn what the market is doing, even in a faster market. See, you thought it was just as simple as fast versus slow. Come to realize there are variations of fast. There are degrees of fast. It's not just one thing. So no matter what, you cannot avoid understanding environment and behavior. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you're trying to trade. It doesn't matter what you're trying to trade. Oh, well, I'm more comfortable in a faster market with volatility. Okay, cool. I teach you how to see the market in a faster environment during what you would call volatility. And because I'm opening your eyes, you begin to see that it's not just one thing that you're seeing when the market has volatility in it. You actually begin to understand the actual dynamic of the market in terms of what you thought volatility was. See, you thought volatility just meant a lot of movement, faster movement, bigger candles. Well, right now is a good example. Let me show you something. You see the size of this candle? Look how big this candle is right here. This candle right here is basically touching almost 4 strikes. It was touching this one here at the top. It touched this one, and it almost hit the bottom one down here. One candle basically spanned across 4 strikes. Not only did it span across 4 strikes, it moved halfway back up to the middle of that range. Look, I'm not making this up. The candle is telling you the whole story. Look at this candle right here. Here, let me put a little circle over it so you know what I'm talking about. This one. Look at this candle. This big red candle. You see the body here? You see the long wick underneath the body? This means that the market it started up here, went all the way down here to the bottom where this wick is, which basically was almost to this strike. And then it came back up and it ended here in the middle. So it had at least 1 and 2 as far as moves. It could have moved even more than that. I wasn't watching at the time, but we'll say it had at least 2 moves in it. And basically the market is showing through this that there's reversal energy present. And it's also showing that momentum is attempting to come in. Why did I say attempting? Because if you just looked at this, you would think, oh, the market is volatile, when the market is not volatile right now. The market is already in an existing behavior and environment, and this is simply the market attempting to transition into a different one. And the market will either ultimately transition into the new one, or it will go back to what it was already doing. What was it doing already? This is not fast. This is not volatile. This is not a faster environment. This is a slower one. This only represents 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes. So basically, one binary right here. One binary where the market is attempting to transition into a different environment and a different behavior. See? But if you don't know that, you'll think, oh, market is volatile. And the market's not volatile right now. The market is not even in a fast environment right now. Whoa. Well, Mark, what do you mean? There's a big candle there. It doesn't matter. You got to understand behavior. So again, the reason that I pointed that out just now is simply because regardless of what you attempt to do in the market, what you're learning, or what you're doing as far as a signal service, or somebody sending you trades, it doesn't matter. None of it matters if you don't understand it. Let me say that again. None of it matters if you don't understand it. See, all right, so I'll give you another thing that people do. People will say, well, I'd like to earn while I learn. That's cool. And as I said, you'll have an opportunity to do that. But you're not really earning if you're not really learning. So in truth, you don't earn while you learn. Whoa. Hold on. You don't earn while you learn. You earn after you learn. See, this is going to be different this year. It's going to be, see, people that thought that things were a certain way will begin to realize that it's not. They'll begin to realize that the TA way is the way. You're thinking that, oh, well, Mark, if you offered this, or if you had this, I would sign up for it. If you did this, I'd sign up for. Okay, cool. Okay. We're going to see. Bottom line is, regardless of what you think that things are, it's what I'm telling you that it is. You have to learn. You have to learn. You got to know. You need to understand why. You, not the provider, not the signal service, not the indicator, not the strategy. You need to know. And some folks out here thinking they're going to be able to set up passive income with this. No. The only way that this becomes passive is when you learn the skill set and you're able to execute the skill set without thinking about it. Then it's passive for you. At that point. Because you don't have to think about what to do. You just do it. That's passive. Just do it is passive. Passive doesn't mean you don't think or don't have to look or watch or see anything. No. Passive means that you don't have to think about what to do. Passive means you just execute process. That's what passive means. So if you want passive income, you still need what? Skill. It has to be based on something. What is the income based on? What's passive? The execution of skill is a passive thing because you don't think about doing it. You just do what? You just do it. This should be very clear for folks. This should be very clear. No matter what, doesn't matter. You need to know. Shadow trading is when you trade and you have people trade with you simultaneously. Again, even if I'm doing that, you still need to learn what I'm doing. I've entered trades many times in live training. Done that before. And even if the focus of what I'm doing is that, you still need to know why. Because it doesn't make sense for you to just enter a trade because I entered it. Why did I enter it? Does that make sense? So what I'm doing is I'm trying to help people understand, even if I'm offering that, you still cannot avoid what you're trying to avoid. You're trying to avoid being accountable. In other words, you're saying, what I'll do, I just copy Mark's trades. And that's cool. As I said, if I offered that, you could do that. But again, what happens when Mark's not around and there's trades? Uh-oh. What happens when I'm not in the room and there are trades? This is the value of the skill. I think the internet is acting up. See if this internet comes back. All right, I think it came back. So this is the purpose of and the value of having the skill itself. I'll give you another example. How many times have you guys seen, and for those of you who are in training, I have a recording for a trade. Someone else was in the same trade. The same trade. They were in the same trade and they have the recording for the same trade that I was in. How many times have you seen that? Many, 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 many times, right? You know why that's possible? It's because you learned the skill first. So you already are copying my trades. Whoa, hold on. Whoa. Oh, shit. You didn't realize it, did you? You're already copying my trades. And the thing about it is, whether I'm there or not, you're in the same trade. All right. See? And again, I'm going through this to help people who are not in training understand what's happening. See, I'm trying to help you to understand the mindset that you'll need to do this and to do this at the professional level, because the objective is not for you to earn and learn. I'm going to earn while I learn. That's not what it is. Because the truth is, you don't earn while you learn. That's the truth. Because regardless of what you think, if you entered a trade just because I entered it, all you did was copy what I did, not understanding why. And that's the most dangerous thing in the world. This is exactly why when you guys subscribe to signal services, it doesn't work for you. And then what do? You talk shit about the signals. Oh, well, his signals are garbage. His signals are trash. When that may not be the case. They might be pretty good signals. But if you don't know why you're doing it, it doesn't matter if it's good or not. You see what I'm getting at? So what I'm doing is I'm educating this group, the group of people that are in that category where they like signals. There's a whole group of people that like signals. They join Telegram groups. They subscribe to signal services, right? They got copy and paste systems. They might buy an indicator set. They might buy some type of strategy. There's a whole group of people that subscribe to this, and it's cool. But the bottom line is that if you want to win long term, if you want to be able to consistently be profitable and to change everything for yourself financially, you need the skill set. That's the bottom line. You need to know and understand why. It can't just be your signal provider telling you when to get into trades. That's not enough. You don't even know why you're doing it. And regardless of how they promote whatever their service is, naturally they're going to promote it a certain way. Well, we've been averaging 8 out of 10 winning trades. Our win rate is 80%. And that appeals to you because you're like, oh, wow, man, 8 out of 10, that's pretty good. Problem is you don't even know why the 8 trades are winning. And you definitely don't know why the 2 trades are losing. That's a problem. Because when you sign up for the service, what if you sign up on the same day that one trade that loses comes? And your first experience is a losing trade. Here you go copying a trade, not knowing why. Am I making sense? See, I've studied these people. I've really taken a look at this entire group, and they constantly message me. That's why I'm addressing it the way that I am. I'm speaking directly to these folks. Mark, are you ever going to offer some type of signal service? And I used to tell them all the time, well, even if I did, it wouldn't work for you. Not because my signals ain't going to work or what I'm doing is not working, but because you're not going to understand why you're doing it. How can that work? How can that work? Because what that means is, well, if I'm not in the trade room and the market is open, I could be in plenty of trades without you. I'm not sitting in the trade room all day. I like my time. Who's doing that? I'm not doing that. So again, you got to understand what the value is. So even if you were in a trade room, the trade room is not the value. It's what you're learning in the trade room that's the value. It's what I'm teaching you. That's the real value. All right. So anyway. But yeah, we got some exciting stuff, like I said, lined up for this year. And my hope is to be able to reach a lot of these people that don't see or appreciate the value of the existing membership that TA office. Like some people just don't understand the value of it. They're like, oh, so it's $35 a month. All right. Yeah, but he doesn't. You can't copy his trades. See, because you're in trade mode, so you really need to be taken out of trade mode completely. And if I can get to you, I can do it. But you're not letting me get to you because you're stuck in that zone. But I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get them. I see. I've taken what these people have given me, and I figured out how to reach them. And it's going to be very subtle. It's not anything I'm even doing that's extra, really. It's just the way that they like to see things. And like I said, it's cool. There's a whole group of people like this. They still are not winning, and they still message me. Mark, I'm struggling. I thought I had this. Thought I found a good signal provider, but I don't know. These last few signals, man, they haven't won, and they blew my account out. Well, the signals didn't blow your account. You blew your account. Nobody told you to take them signals. Why'd you take those? Oh, well, I take all of them. Okay, well, you got to take the good with the bad. Especially when you don't know why you're taking them. See, people in TA already understand what I'm saying. And folks that are not in TA and don't understand TA yet, y'all understand things from the perspective that you see things from. And I get it. And it's cool. And I'll get you. Like I said, I'm going to get you. And when I get you, you have to come into this world. See, you cannot. All right. Just think about this. The person that you are right now with your mindset, do you think that you're the person that deserves financial freedom? This is a hard question. Just think about that question. Is the person who you are right now worthy of financial freedom? Man, oh man. That's a good question, ain't it? And see, the thing about it is you have to answer that question honestly. You can't answer that question just the way that you want to, so it sounds good. Like, yeah, I deserve it, man. I deserve it because, well, just because I'm me. No. The people that achieve financial freedom have a certain mindset. And if you don't possess that mindset, you can't ever achieve the freedom. Oh boy. Oh boy. See? So it's not things that are the problem. You're thinking that it's the signal service or the provider of the service or whatever. Well, he sold me a strategy, man. The strategy doesn't work. Nope, that's not it either. I don't care who sold you what. Your problem is you. Well, I did everything. I followed all the instructions and I did everything he said. Nope. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Because I guarantee you that if the instructions calls for you not to enter during a certain time, I guarantee you that you entered during that time at least once. You know why? Because it's in your nature as a human being to do shit. Unless you condition yourself not to. It's in our nature. See? And you have to be real. It's not like you can make up something different. You can't make up nothing else. You got to be real. You know what it feels like when you see for a period of time that there have been no trades. Your first thought is, damn, I ain't get a trade in a while. And as soon as you say that, guess what goes off? All of the emotions and all of the bullshit that says, all right, well, fuck it, just take the next trade that you see. Now you're looking for a way to get into a trade. And you start breaking the rules. You start to justify the reasons why you should break the rule. Oh, well, yeah, because it said to do this and to enter, when you got this. And I had all of that. Yeah, but it said don't enter at this time. Well, I was just going, I was just testing it out. See, and I saw a few trades win like that. That's your problem. Listen to what you just said. You saw a few trades. You're not even understanding why. You don't even understand what leads to a trade winning or losing. You don't even understand how to consistently win. I'm not talking about winning from a coin flip. I'm talking about winning with authority. Being in a trade that you know wins, not because of the trade, but because of the market. See, you have to reach that level. You have to reach that point, period. If you don't, you'll continue to do what you've been doing. And you got to understand, with what we have available to us with the NADEX platform and what you guys have access to just by tuning into live market observation, coffee and charts. If you ever run into TA content, you receive an education that is unmatched, because what you'll learn here is what it takes for you to use NADEX to become financially free. NADEX is a powerful, awesome platform that there's nothing else comparable to. You can't, listen, you cannot compare any other platform to this platform, period. I don't care what you tell me. I don't care what you show me. Oh, but more crypto. No. Can't compare crypto to this. But Forex, Mark. Nope. Can't compare Forex to this. And crypto and Forex are great. But this is a platform where you can start with $100 and literally grow your account trade by trade. And it don't take forever to build up yourself to the position where you can be financially free from how you trade from that point after. Let me break it down further for folks that don't understand what I just said. Start with $100, one contract. Within the span of just 30 trades, one contract earning $18 turns into hundreds of contracts earning thousands of dollars on the same trade. Whoa, 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 whoa. So listen to what I just said. The same trade, in other words, the same process you use for the first trade, you're using for every trade. It's only a matter of time before you complete 30 trades. Once you complete 30 trades, you're now in position from a financial perspective to earn thousands more than what you were earning on the first trade. But it's the same trade. Just think about that. It's the same trade. So in other words, the same thing that you saw in the market when you took the first trade is the same thing that you'll identify in the market when you take every trade. You're rinsing and repeating the same process. You're rinsing and repeating the same outcome. No other platform allows you to scale up like that. None of them. You cannot scale up like that anywhere else. Started with $100. So the true leverage here is not the money. So you don't got to start with $10,000. You don't got to start with 5,000 or 1,000. Start with 100. What you're leveraging is the skill in the market that allows you to duplicate the same process every trade that you enter into, thereby duplicating the same outcome. The outcome's the same. Trade after trade. 30 trades listen, 30 trades is not a lot. And in actuality, what I'm saying is that it's one trade. It's just one trade. What do I mean by that? You're learning how to see the market and only enter when the market is in alignment to produce the outcome. That's one trade. And you're doing that over and over again. As time goes by, 30 trades go by. Time keeps going by, trades keep going by. Just like when I broke down the trades over time. Like, all right, well, let's say that it took you, or let's say that you ended up with being in one trade each week. Learn the skill set, apply the process. You end up being in one trade each week. What does that look like over the course of the year? Well, 30 weeks, you're in position. It's 50 weeks in a year. Well, it's 52, but we'll take 2 off. So 50 weeks in a year, that leaves 20 more weeks. 30 weeks to get in position, 20 weeks to produce income. What does it look like at the end of that year? 6 figures. Listen to that. So literally 6 figures in a year with one trade a week from the jump. Are you listening to me? Out the gate, one trade each week. That means you traded this week. What is it, Monday? That means Monday, maybe Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, you ended up with a trade and you log out for the rest of the week and don't come back until next week, Sunday night. And then you start over, you observe, you wait. Another trade comes, you log out, and you don't log back in until the following Sunday night. It means that you did that. Are y'all listening? Because I know how some folks get. They want to log in every day and they're looking for a trade. No. What if it only ended up being one for the whole week? What does it look like? It looks like 6 figures for that. Your first year, 6 figures. That's what it looks like. And then subsequent years, 6 figures. Just doing that. But again, do you have the mindset required to do that? Because that's what you need. Do you have the mindset required where you log out? I'm just saying. You just log out. Yeah, I got my trade for the week. I'm out. See y'all next week. See, when you think about it like this, it changes the whole dynamic because you begin to see the value. Like, wow, I never realized that. Exactly. This is why I share these things with you guys, to give you perspective. Because sometimes you can put all of this pressure and all of this extraness on you for no reason. Just take your time. Take your time learning. Take your time applying the process. And take your time enjoying the results. That's it. In that order. Because you know what's in our nature to do as humans. It's in our nature to rush. Oh, well, I want to complete it in 3 months. And that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. Some of y'all are saying to yourself, well, I could do it in 30 days. All right. Well, I mean, that's cool too. But do you have to? No. You don't have to. Because what comes along with that is pressure you put on yourself. See, it'd be different if you didn't put pressure on yourself. But because as a functioning human being, you naturally put pressure on yourself. It's the reason why I don't recommend people do that. Well, Mark, you think I could do it in 30 days? Sure. You could do it in 30 days. You could do it in a week. There are people that have done it in a day. You could do that. But I don't know of anybody that has done it that fast without the pressure. There's a certain pressure that comes along with the speed, the rush. And it's an unnecessary pressure that you put on yourself. So why put pressure on yourself? We're here to relieve pressure. We are here to remove pressure. We don't need no pressure. Mm-hmm. You following me? So, this is why I like to talk these things out. This is why I always share my insight and the things that I think about. And I also share the way that I respond to people when they message me, because I think it's important, that people hear it collectively. Like I said, there's a whole group of people that think this way. They're in the trade mode, signal mode. They're in the trade room mode. They're in that, they just there. And they ain't going nowhere. They're going to stay there. So I've come to realize that, and it's cool. But like I said, I'm going to get your ass. I'm going to get you because you still have hope in just that. And my goal is to remove the hope and replace the hope with actual factual. You don't have to hope when you know. Why hope that your trades will win when you can know why your trades win? Oh, I hope this one wins. Why feel like that when you can just simply execute a process that you know produces the outcome and don't do nothing else? Which one's better? See, you know which one is better. But again, you can't even do what I'm talking about doing until you have the mindset that you need. Then the question becomes, well, where are you going to get the mindset? You know where you're going to get the mindset. If you're listening to me, you're getting the mindset. You got to accept it. Stop fighting it. That's what it be. See, people be fighting it. Stop fighting this, man. You fighting the truth. Mindset first. No, Mark, I don't got to do that. Well, I need a good signal. See, Mark, if you had a shadow system, or you offered mirror trading or a trade room, man, I'd sign right up for it. Well, why would you sign up for it? Answer me that. If I offered that, why would you sign up for it? Think about it. You signing up just to get the trades? If that's your reason why, you still fucked up. It's only a matter of time before you fuck that up. And mind you, you're gonna mess it up. You're gonna mess it up. Yep. The same way that you mess everything else up. So again, what is it that you really are dealing with? You're dealing with you. You're dealing with you. And I'm probably the only one that is bold enough to tell you that. See? I know you don't want to be accountable. I know. But it's impossible. It's not possible for you not to be accountable and be successful at the same time. There we go. Damon said, Mark can show you how to trade. It's up to you to have the desire. Mark, or no one else can teach you that. That desire he's talking about is called the mindset. Replace the hope with knowledge. Relax, rinse, and repeat. There it is. What Gary says. I've been listening and working on me to learn the TA way and be set free. Slow it down to speed it up. Yep, I'm gonna get their ass. I'm gonna get them. Nico, get out the lottery mentality. Learn and you will earn for a lifetime. Come on, man. So yeah, man. It's always the same message. It's interesting that some of the same people early when I had first begun recording and uploading videos, some of the same people that used to message me back then, I mean, I'm talking about like 2017. Some of the same ones that used to message me back then message me now. Oh man, I wish I would have joined back then, Mark. It's been such a struggle for me. The truth is, it's going to continue to be a struggle for you. There comes a time where you have to realize that it's you who has to submit. You cannot continue to allow your BS to win. If your BS is winning, you're not winning. And we all know what our BS is. Greed, right? We want it now. And what's so crazy is that you've had the I want it now mentality for years, but you still don't have it. Even in your mind, if you've gotten close to it, it's like it slipped away, right? Man, I was so close. Well, what is it that you were actually close to? Because what you're calling close was far. In your mind, you're thinking that whatever win streak that you may have gone on, or, you know, whatever signals that you may have subscribed to at the time, they were working for you, and then the market changed. Y'all ever hear that one? How many of you ever heard somebody say, yeah, man, I had these signals and then the market changed and it didn't work no more. What does that even mean? How can the market change and your signals don't work no more? How's that even possible? The market is different every day. So what do you mean the market changed? The market always changes. The market changing is a constant thing. It's not a one-time thing. Oh, well, the market changed, so that's why this doesn't work anymore. Well, if that was the case, then whatever it was that you may have been using at the time was probably just something that you curve fitted or that you saw a pattern of. And when the pattern stopped, your results stopped. That's kind of what happened, right? So again, it's you. And the thing about this, because I know some people are curious to know, well, man, I wonder why he's still doing this. He don't got to do this for nobody. Why does he continue to do this for people? Well, we're in an industry where you can change your life. And being in this industry in particular, and just in general, being out of the workforce for so many years, I know what it feels like to be in the workforce and to not want to be in the workforce anymore. I know what it feels like to be out of the workforce and be totally on your own. Like everything that you do is dependent on you. You can't depend on anyone else for anything. I know what that feels like. So knowing every perspective and understanding it thoroughly and in detail from experience is what drives me to want to help people, because there are people in both of those. Most people are in the workforce, but some people are not in the workforce and they're on their own. And they're looking for a way to finally create success. Success that can take them through their later years in life, things of that nature. So like, I understand the dynamic. There's so many that, like, I understand it from the perspective of the younger folks. Some of y'all is young, like 18, 19, 20 years old, just starting out. And you see this and you're like, man, this looks crazy, man. You make a lot of money with this. But y'all get caught up in hype. See, it's easier for younger people to get caught up in hype because you underestimate time. You think you got all the time in the world. And you kind of have time, but you really don't. So you got to make the best use of time, because time goes fast. You be 18, next thing you know, you're 24. Then you're 28. And you're like, oh shit, that was 10 years. Yeah, 10 years went by that. So you can't underestimate time, and you have to make the best use of your time as young people. Then you got folks that's 30 plus, right? You got people in the 25 to 30-year-old range. Some of y'all are 30 to 35. Some of y'all are 40 plus like me, right? And the older that you get, the more that it's getting down to the wire. It's like, damn, these walls are closing in. What the hell I'm going to do? You might be on a job, or you might have an occupation where you want to retire and you're setting things up for retirement. You want to slow down. Maybe you want to get out of the workforce, whatever the case may be. All I know is that this is a vehicle regardless of where you are. Doesn't matter what your walk of life is. Doesn't matter how old you are. Whatever you have going on, this is a vehicle to use, but it has to be used the right way. That's where TeamAlliance comes in. See, this is why I provide so much information and education and knowledge. And I share so much because you need to know the truth and the real, not the hype. See, it's easy for folks to get hyped up. People get hyped up all the time within this industry, and it really gets on my nerves. Because, like, listen, you see, they make, and I'm not really pointing the finger at anyone in particular, but just in general, the industry is made to look a certain way. You know, they kind of make it look like, oh, well, you can do this passively. No, you can't. You cannot do this passively. Not successfully. So all them dreams of automated systems and passive income and all this other bullshit is bullshit. That's a lie. You cannot do this passively. You have to have a skill in this market. You have to have market skill. You also have to have the right platform. I can't do what we do on NADEX in the Forex platform. What NADEX has created is remarkable. That's like, that's a I can't do what we do on NADEX in crypto. So y'all just keep up with what I'm saying, because I'm breaking it down and I'm showing you why I still do this the way that I do, why I still share all this information. NADEX is remarkable. It's remarkable. You can't do this nowhere else. All it takes is the skill set, and you're set for life. That's what that's the bottom line. That's what I'm trying to get everybody to see. NADEX and the skill set, and that's it. Financial freedom. That's it. I just told you one trade a week. If that ain't freedom, I don't know what is. But do you have the mindset to be patient and develop patience and just wait? Not be greedy. Let the market give it to you. It comes when it comes. Do you got the mindset for that? If you do have the mindset for that, the money's there. It's right here waiting for you. And it will continue to be here. It's still waiting. It's still here waiting for you. It's just here. People thought when crypto.com announced the merger, oh, well, NADEX going to have Bitcoin now. No, that's not what it, that's, who cares about Bitcoin when it comes to trading? And I love Bitcoin, but I understand what Bitcoin is, and it ain't for trading. We ain't here to trade Bitcoin. Nobody, who cares? NADEX is the same. That's not what is allowing you to do what we do here. It's what NADEX offers. Derivatives. They have these binary options. Binary option is the simplest instrument you could trade. All you have to do is learn market behavior and apply it to the binaries. And there's your winning trades. That's it. The end. Rinse and repeat. And you're set for life. Skill and NADEX, set for life. In a nutshell, that's what everything I talk about, that's what it's about. So when people tell me about all these other platforms and all of this other crap, I'm like, listen, don't tell me about, are you kidding me? You really trying to compare that to this? The average time I'm in a trade for is 35 seconds. That's the average. So literally in 35 seconds or less, I will earn more money than someone with 2 incomes in a household makes in a month. And not just me, anyone that does it. Anyone who puts in the work and gets into position, anyone who acquires the skill and gets into position will do that. What did I just say? 35 seconds or less. We're going to make more money than the average household does. In other words, 2 incomes. More than they make in a month off of one trade in 35 seconds or less. Why are you talking to me about anything else? What else did it talk about? Oh, well, Mark, you ever looked into this? No. Mark, there's a new crypto platform. I don't care. Don't tell me about it. I don't care. Mark, you ever trade futures? I don't trade that no more. Mark, are you trading stocks? I don't trade stocks. Like, don't talk to me about nothing. And I don't understand why people don't still, like, they still don't realize that when I talk about everything I'm talking about, it's real. It's real. When you see these projects and stuff that I put out, you'll see how long I be in the trade for. Seconds. Are you kidding me? Some of y'all right now is in a Forex trade. You was in for 2 weeks. You still in the trade. Waiting for the market to go back. And I'm just using that as an example. Like, why are you trying to compare the two? Stop. We got something special here. Just stop it. Appreciate what you got. Yeah, this type of shit. Just silliness. Silliness, man. Carrie said, been with IML in the past. Earn while you learn is BS. Left my account broke, taking their signals. It's been a real challenge to undo all of that trade mentality. TA has helped me to see market move. Bingo. Bingo. And this is a fact. Eventually, the market wipes out your earnings on the automated trading due to its nature. Exactly. Because all the automated system is somebody's curve fit. That's all it is. The automated system don't know why. It's just putting you in trades. It don't know why. Oh, the 10 crossed the 50. So we enter on the blue candle. That's the automated system putting you into a trade. Not understanding nothing else. Just executing what it's been told to execute. Come on. Insanity. Bilal, we have the protocol. The most important protocol is the inner protocol inside your head. If your mindset is messed up, you won't even make a penny in this industry. Facts. Vito, I'm in 100% agreement with you. Been with you for over 2.5 years, not even taking any trades till I know what I'm doing. Keep doing what you're doing, Mark. I know that I'm not ready, but I believe that you are right. I believe in your plan. I love the way that you teach. Keep on keeping on, Mark. I will not be ready to trade till you're the teach. Thanks, Mark. This is good stuff. Damon is crazy. You said Eureka garbage.
What you talking about, Willis?
Oliver Velez, no, never heard of him. And yeah, like you know, most of the time, if you ask me about if I heard of somebody, it's the answer is probably gonna be no, because I don't be keeping up with nobody. I honestly don't. Most of the time, when I hear about stuff, it's because of, y'all told me about it. But other than that, nah, I don't be knowing nothing, man. I don't be knowing who's doing what. I'm just over here with TA trying to set folks free, man. That's it. The one thing that I would say about anyone that is in tune with the market and trades off of that, eventually they will figure out how to be consistently profitable, period. I don't care who it is or what they're doing. They're going to figure it out. Why? Because that is the foundation of the market. The foundation of the market is understanding the market. So in everything that you're doing, there has to be understanding of the market. If you understand the market, then you'll understand why it makes sense to be in a trade. And if it makes sense to be in a trade, then that's how you produce profitable trades. So you see how profitable trades come from understanding the market first. So when people talk about the market versus just trying to tell you about trade setups, they're much closer than folks that are just talking about trade setups. We're going to wait for this and we're going to enter it when this does this and that happens. No. Well, what about the market? How's the market moving right now? What does the movement mean? See, those are the right questions. I've said things before like the market transcends time. Behavior transcends time. When I say these things, as you study and observe the market, it becomes alive. You start to live it. You start seeing what I'm saying. Behavior transcends time. That sounds crazy. It's like, what do you mean by that? Just like if I say timing of behavior, what does that mean? See? But as you start to study the market more, it starts to make sense. You're like, oh, I get it. Timing of behavior, position change. Oh, reversal energy. Oh, see? Just like the term reversal energy. Like, what the hell is that? Well, guess what? Reversal energy can take place in any environment. Happens when the market's moving fast. Happens when the market moving slow. Which means that you could lose whether the market is fast or slow if you don't recognize reversal energy. Because reversal energy at the wrong time is how you lose. Look at how clear that sounds. Listen to what I just said. Reversal energy at the wrong time is how you'll lose. Come on, man. Might make sense for you to actually learn how to understand the market first. It might make sense for you to actually learn how to develop the right mindset so that you develop patience when you observe the market. Just might make sense. There you go. Look at this. Basically, 301 to keep you out of reversal energy. Oh, man. What's so crazy is that 301 is everything. No matter what I teach you, 301 is in it. We talked about vertical. Sound like 301, didn't it? Sounded just like it. Well, damn, how could it be the same? I thought 301 was slow. 301 is foundation. Same principles are applied whether you're dealing with fast or slow or in between. The same way that you don't move on to phase 2 without phase 1 being confirmed. You definitely can't move to phase 3 without phase 2 being confirmed. And phase 2 can't be confirmed without 1. Look at that. Then here I come talking about vertical, and it's the same thing. And it blows your mind. It's like, whoa, damn, it's the same shit. Yep. Everything I teach you is going to have synergy because it's the same principle. So just think about that. So that right there proves that the market is the truth. The problem is not the market. The problem is that you don't understand it. Get some understanding of the market. I listen to 301 more than the Bible at this point. Amen. Oh, man. Yeah, it's actually been called the 301 Bible. Yes, indeed. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yep, on my path. The one less traveled. So yeah, man. So this year is going to be another great year. It is. It's going to be another awesome year. It's internet acting up. Some of the things that I'm adding will tap into an entirely separate group of people that still don't get it for whatever reason. They still don't understand what TA is really doing here. But like I said, I'm gonna get their ass. I'm gonna get their asses. So we got the new format for live training. I mentioned that at the beginning of the live stream tonight. Instead of having the password each month, what I'll do is every time that I do a live training, there will just be a private link, and it'll bring us to the room where the training will be. And then that'll also be for the replay. And it will be available to TA members only, as always. Yes, indeed. Mr. Johnson, what's happening? He said he blew up so many accounts on NADEX until he learned how to read the market and control emotions. That's what it's about. Savage says, this is my year to learn as much as I can and make money with Team TA. Absolutely. Plenty 22. I like that. Ronnie says 1-0. Let's go, Ronnie. Yeah, shout out to Ronnie. He been on 301. He been on 301 heavy. He's also recording and posting in the group. See, I like when people do what they're supposed to be doing out the gate, because it clearly shows that you're actually working immediately on yourself. It's very difficult for many people to follow instructions because it's hard for them to not do what comes natural to us to do, which is to be hard-headed. It's like it's natural for us to be hard-headed for some reason, just people in general, right? Somebody tell you, nah, turn left. Like, nah, I'm gonna go right, and I'm gonna see what happens if I go right. Well, if you turn left, this is what will happen. You turning right, trying to see what will happen. But what'll happen? They'll turn right anyway. You know, but it makes more sense to turn left. The GPS is getting you where you need to go. The GPS is getting you where you want to go. So follow the GPS. Follow the GPS. Yep. Yep. So if anyone had any questions, please feel free to ask whatever questions you may have. Particularly anyone that might be new to the content, especially if this is like your first time being here. You had a question about anything, feel free. There's going to be a lot of content coming. Like I said, I'll be releasing the videos for the project that I've been working on. Of course, I'll be doing the live observations, coffee and charts, all of that good stuff. The podcast I'll be restarting again soon. One of the reasons I kind of paused the podcast, I had mentioned this to a few people who were asking. The podcast is mindset. What I do on the live observations is helping you to apply your mindset to the market. So you see, like it's a constant thing that I have going on, in like it's just continuous here on TA. We're working on the mindset, and then we're working on applying our mindset in the market. That's where the live observations come in. So whether it's the live market observation or it's coffee and charts, when we're looking at the market, you see me doing certain things on the chart. You'll see me move the box. Sometimes I'll zoom in and I'll explain, something about what the market is showing us, etc. What I'm doing is applying with patience what it is that we're looking to see in the market before we have a reason to even consider being in a trade. And I'm helping you to see that. You don't necessarily even realize that either. But you are receiving everything that I'm giving to you subconsciously. Like, I know what I'm doing. And this stuff works. Power of suggestion. You keep hearing something over and over again long enough, eventually you start doing it without realizing it. So for many of you, I'm helping you to shift out of trade mode. I've had people message me and say, Mark, I've been trading the box. And I'm like, what that mean? You've been trading the box? What? I don't even know what you mean by that. When I do know what they're saying. But what they're doing is they're taking their understanding of what the box means, and then they're trying to kind of create some type of a curve fit for themselves. And I understand. But again, if that's what you're doing, remember that the box is just a tool. It's one of the tools that we use in the process. And the bottom line is that if you don't understand the process, you don't understand the box. You don't understand the process, you don't understand the box. So it's cool, that you think that you're doing something, but eventually you'll come around anyway. So it doesn't even matter. Yep, doesn't even matter. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna wrap it up for tonight. First live stream of the year. Powerful as always. This is Market Observation Volume 52. And we'll be back. I'll probably do a coffee and charts tomorrow. If I'm around in the daytime, I'll pop on, do some coffee and charts observation. And of course, got the project that I'm going to be releasing videos for. I don't know exactly when I'll start releasing those, but that'll be soon. So y'all can keep an eye out for that. Yeah, see, this is good. Ronnie, this is good that you noticed that on your own. Very good. Very good. Ronnie is on it. So he's talking about how the demo doesn't show the same strikes as in the live account. And he's going to get his live account reactivated so that he can observe on the live platform. So I will just say that for many of you that are using demo, the way that we use demo really is alongside live. So we kind of will have the live account up and the demo account, and the demo account will be used to paper trade the live account. So Ronnie, when you asked me about how many mental trades you should take, and I told you 90 trades, once you have completed that and you're ready to shift into paper trading, then you can actually enter the trades in the demo account using the live account information. And of course, like you said, sometimes the strikes don't line up. So you won't even have the same strikes in the demo account as you'll have in the live account. But really the purpose of that is just for you to create the habit of actually clicking into something without using your actual money. So, we got all these things available to us to help us to sharpen our skill set as we move forward. And I'm glad to see when you guys are kind of just in tune with what we are doing. Like Ronnie is recording. He's doing all of the right things. He's watching 301. He's recording. He's posting in the group. Just the fact that he mentioned that just now about the demo account, he's paying attention. Like you see what I'm saying? That's exactly how you should be moving, because it's the little things. Yep. Hey, Nancy. And she says, time to make up for the past 2 years. No time like the present. And this is cool too. Damon says paper trades on live account only, so it can be used to live account movement. Yes. And basically, you can do that by just taking the mental trades if you're not ready to actually click into a trade. But eventually, you'll get there. So eventually, you will have to click in on the live account. But the fact that you're recording first, your observations, you'll be in the habit of recording. So by the time you actually enter a trade, it will be recorded. So will be able to see what you did. You'll be able to see what you did, right? And that's the accountability that I mentioned earlier. So very important. Muy importante. All right, y'all. So let me get out of here, man. I will see you guys. Everyone in TA, I'll see you guys in the group chat. Everyone else, I'll see you on the next Coffee and Charts, or, live market observation or podcast, whatever. I'll see y'all somewhere. All right, y'all. Y'all know what it is. Mark Fuller, TeamAlliance. Peace. Love, peace, and soul.
Dom the Marco, Dom the Marco.